The Executive Board recommended that wrestling, governed by the International Federation of Associated Wrestling Styles, not be included on the list of core sports.
It's a war on wrestling.
Wrestling gets body slammed from the Olympics.
It doesn't even make sense to me why they would ever... It started with wrestling in the marathon. It's been there for 3,000 years.
In February 2013, the IOC voted to drop wrestling from the Olympic Games. This was the bid to reverse their decision and preserve a sport as old as the Olympics itself. As we went to the mat, though, we found the IOC actually had a point. Wrestling was out of touch. It had virtually no presence in popular culture and was competing with much more contemporary sports to retain its spot. As we started building support in social media, though, we found it did have some major strongholds across the world, in places like Russia, Iran, and the US. Not exactly the friendliest of political allies. So we put together the International Smackdown event to end them all and help save the sport of Olympic wrestling. Rumble on the Rails. Russia versus Iran versus the USA, live from New York's Grand Central Station.
We're going to show the world that the United States, Iran, and Russia, through the vehicle of wrestling, can bring people together. No other way can we do that.
Online buzz exploded and media flocked from across the world, drawn by the undercurrent political tensions and the power of sport to transcend them, to witness history in the making. And they weren't disappointed. The final tally? On September 8, 2013, the IOC voted to bring wrestling back into the Games.
With 49 votes, wrestling has been elected for the